Aishling Mooney, spiritual business mentor and coach, and here with you this week in the manifesting party. So I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're getting wonderful value, tips, golden nuggets, things that will help you to manifest whatever you want in your life and in your spiritual business. I'm here for light workers. It's part of my mission to help light workers to get out of poverty into a wealth consciousness, into a place of, I believe that if we can take some of the wealth in the world and place it in the hands of those with big, huge, compassionate hearts, that this world will shift and change. That's what I feel is part of my mission, is to change our poverty consciousness into wealth consciousness, and in particular my work is with light workers. So thank you for joining me. We're in the manifesting party. This is sort of a boot camp over the last 30 days. So and I'm going to talk about a missing ingredient today. And just before I do that, I want to remind you about the Abundant Heart program. For those of you that are considering joining this program or have been considering in the past, and maybe time or money prevented you, that this is a wonderful opportunity coming up. Starting from the 1st of July, we will be in a boot camp for 30 days going through the Abundant Heart program. So if you're a light worker, this could be your opportunity to get your first program up online and enrolling clients. And even if you've gone through the program and you're, hi Nora, hi everybody that's joining me. Thanks so much for joining me, and I really appreciate the hearts. So I'm going to talk about the missing ingredient, but just giving a little bit of background to the Abundant Heart program. So that's available now, and it will be for the next few days, the end of the month, the live version. So I would strongly recommend that you, if you've been thinking about it, and even if you can't attend the 3 virtual days that are amazingly part of this package, just jump on board. We start really officially on the 14th of July, but you have all the recordings. You'll have lifetime access to this, and it's half price. So really, I've never done it before. I don't know when I'll do this again. And your investment in that program, you get to use that off your full tuition price for the Wealthy Light Workers program, if you choose to jump into that in September. So this is a birthday gift to you, and I really hope that you, as a member of my community, avail of this while it's there. So love to you all today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's a very warm day in Dublin, a very warm week, a very warm few weeks actually, and I think it's going to continue, which is pretty amazing. Very, very grateful for the lovely heat. So I hope it's warm and sunny wherever you are watching this, or that you're just have found a little bit of joy in the day, whether that's just sitting having a cup of tea in peace. I did an angel card reading for myself this morning, and just gave me a bit of perspective on where I was going for the next step for me. So, that settled my energy and just gave me a little bit of peace. So I want to talk about the missing ingredient. So somebody posted a question there yesterday, and it was around being afraid of not being aligned, not taking the right steps, and afraid to take the nudges, afraid to move forward, not trusting in the nudges and the signs that you're being given. And what I really want to say to you is, and I know this from personal experience, when you are in fear, you're only thinking about yourself. And I don't mean that in any sort of a mean way. And I'll give you an example of that. When I, first started teaching about angels and, talking about spirit and all that sort of stuff, I was terrified. And if I had allowed it, that terror would have paralyzed me and prevented me from hosting my first class. It would have prevented me every single step of my journey. It would have prevented me from doing my first live stream, from doing my first video, from putting my first awful video up as part of the Transform with Angels course. The fear would have stopped me from doing the Abundant Heart program for the first time. It would have stopped me doing this manifesting course, this manifesting party. Like, fear just has the ability, if you allow it, to stop you in your tracks. But the thing about fear is that when you're there, you're usually thinking about yourself. What will people think about me? How do I look on camera? I can't do this. I'm awful. Who am I to do this? You know, and I'm sure you've been there. Who are you? How are you to talk to angels? Who are you to do this light work? Who are you to make a difference in the world? You know, as the little grandmother says, you are the one. You are the one that we've been waiting for. You are all of you are the one. You know, it's your time. It's your turn. You've got to have that courage. The fear will be there, but it's about, for me, the thing that gets me out of fear is, if I can help one person today, if one person gets something from this, then it's worth it. Then it's worth the discomfort. Then it's worth the paralysis. It's worth the nerves. It's worth the, you know, all of the crap that goes on in my head around how I look and, you know, am I making a difference, and the self-doubt and all of that stuff that comes up for all of us. But when I get into service, and this is the missing ingredient, that will help you to manifest whatever you want in your life and in your spiritual business. As light workers, this is natural for us. We are heart-centered entrepreneurs, heart-centered spiritual entrepreneurs. It's so natural for you to work from your heart, from that space of helping. All the light workers I know, all of my clients that I work with on all of the different levels, all they want to do is help. All they want to do is make the world a better place. All they want to do is make their communities safer and healthier and happier for themselves, for their families, but for everybody. It is from this heart place. And for me, that was the step that took me from, I can't do this, who am I? This is a load of crap, everybody's going to hate me. I'm going to fall flat on my face, I'm going to make mistakes. All of that fear. You know, how is this the next step? What if it's the wrong step? What if I'm making a mistake? What if I'm making all of this up and none of it exists and none of it is real? Fear. So when I feel that fear, I pause, I take a breath, and I just tune in and I say, please God, allow me to serve. Please God, whatever God is for you, you know, great mystery, whatever your religion or your faith is, whatever God is for you, pure love, whatever. Please God, just help me to help one person. Help that person that needs this message today to receive it and for it to shift and transform and do whatever they need in their life. Thy will be done, not mine. You know, I am stepping out of the way here. I am showing up with all my flaws, all the warts, you know, and I'm just showing up. And I'm just saying, here I am. Here I am. Take it or leave it. God, speak through me. God, give whatever is needed from this moment. And people will say that to me. Clients will come to me and they'll say, you just popped up. You just popped up out of nowhere. I mean, I rarely use Facebook ads. I'm using them now at the moment for this launch for the Abundant Heart, but rarely I use them. And people will say that you just popped up at the right moment. I started following you. I started getting some inspiration. The one thing that you said spoke directly to my heart. So that's my technique. That has served me over and over and over and over and over again throughout the last, 10 years I'm in business, probably 5 years online. That it's not about me anymore. I'm here. I mean, we're all unique. So what you bring is yourself. But if you allow spirit, allow your angels, allow God to work through you and just to serve the person that needs that message today, then that's it. So it doesn't mean that the fear goes away. It does not mean that fear goes away. You know, I just don't know if fear ever completely goes away. There was a little bit just before I came on this, and I just said, just help me get in service. What is the message I need to deliver today? So as part of this manifesting party, I want you to take that on board if it's resonating with you, if it's something that you need today. And I would love you to think about somebody in your life right now this week that you could do a little act of service for, that you could, maybe somebody has asked you for help. Maybe there's a person in your neighborhood, in your community that needs their garden cleaned. They can't do it themselves. Maybe it's an older person. Maybe it's a child that needs help with their reading or writing. Maybe, it could be writing a letter to a local politician or to your council about something that's been driving you mad. I'm thinking of myself. We need a gateway in a field that's just here, and we haven't had it for 10 years. So I'm going to write that letter because I've been promising to write that letter, because that will be an act of service, because I'm actually leaving this community. Myself and my family are relocating to Italy in August, and that would be a wonderful gift for me to give this community, to just write that letter and hopefully maybe be part of that, getting that gate so that people don't have to trudge through a mucky field on their way to school. So another act of service that's coming to me is to help a family member with their website. Up till now, I've just said, I haven't got the time, but I'm just going to make the time for that. So this act of service that I'm asking you to do, this random, like, it's not really a random act of kindness. It's more, you can do a random act of kindness every day if you want, but this is more of something specific that somebody needs help, even if they haven't asked for it, and that you have a voice and that you have something to contribute and that you could help. So I would love to hear how this is resonating with you, and I would love you to post in the comment section what your act of service is going to do. So you're asking, Aishling, how is this going to help me manifest my house and my career and my relationships and whatever it is that I want? And there's a little trick in this. So the trick is, when we are focusing on what we want and we're in that space of fear, oh my God, it's not working. I don't know how to make it work. I don't know what to do. It's not, I'm a mess. This is the wrong way. What if I take the wrong step? What if I make a mistake? And you have this fear spiral going on remote control in the back of your head, automatic. When you jump into service, it's like a pattern interrupt. People use tapping for that pattern interrupt. That service is a pattern interrupt. It's like, it's not about me. It's not fucking about me. How can I serve? How can I help? And that decision brings you from, the fear is still there, but it just brings you from a place of allowing the fear to control to a place of empowerment. Okay, what is the next step? Let me just take this next step and see where that leads. Let me just follow that little nudge of guidance and see where that leads. I'll be given the next step. Let me just trust it. Let me do something nice for somebody in my home, in my community, in my life. Somebody I meet online, a kind word, a photograph, something. I don't, in one of my parties that we had online, I asked everybody to post their favorite photo from their phone, and that would make everyone in the group feel happy. And it was just fill the page with just happiness, just a bit of joy. So Nora says, I'm having that exact conversation at walking this morning with someone today who's going through a rough time. I can be of service to her. That is fantastic, Nora. And that's it. And these people come into our path as well for us to be of service to them. And that service, even that giving, is an act of receiving for us. There's studies on this, there's research on this, on random acts of kindness, on acts of service, and how good it makes you feel, how wonderful it makes you feel. So you help the other person, but you also help yourself. You also get that sense of fulfillment, satisfaction, achievement of just having given, contributed something into the world. So I am really looking forward to hearing about your acts of service this week that will, not logically, but it definitely will contribute to you manifesting your intention that you set at the beginning of this manifesting party. If you haven't signed up for the party yet, go to the link. I'll post it in the box. Sign up and you'll get your emails. You'll get all of the videos that I'm preparing. You'll get them every other day. And you'll also get, oh, I forgot to say, we have a webinar on Wednesday. So I'm here every week, every day this week, until the end of the week, just talking about the Abundant Heart Program, this bootcamp offer, giving you some tips on manifesting. But Wednesday night, the 27th, I'm doing a free webinar masterclass coaching session. So you can just get me free for an hour. Come on, we can have a chat, we can have some one-to-one, and so I hope you join me there. So please share this with anyone that you think might find it useful today, this message, and I look forward to reading your posts and comments about your acts of service today. So all my love, have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.